Hello, my name is Emily Rosario. My chapter is Ferguson FCCLA. My event that I'm competing in is Leadership. I'm in Level 3, and my project title is The Inquiry of a Proper Leader. Here is the table of contents. Please take a moment and review. Here is the FCCLA planning process summary, as well as the continuation, and of course, the online summary submission form. Now, it's important that before I begin my project, I recognize the relationship between leadership and family and consumer sciences. Family and consumer sciences is the comprehensive body of skills, knowledge, and research that help people make informed decisions on their well-being, relationship, and resources in order to achieve optimal quality of life. This field represents many areas, including human development, personal and family finance, and of course, consumer sciences. Now, leadership knowledge and skills can be used in this broad range, including educational, organizational, and employment settings. One who understands the concept of leadership can implement these advantages of individual remediation and acceleration. Now, going on to my first portion of my project, leadership profile and employability skills, one can see that I have divided all the activities that I've participated in 3 categories: FCCLA, school, and personal. Here is the employability checklist for applied knowledge, which covers applied academic skills and critical thinking skills. Effective relationship, which encompasses interpersonal skills and personal qualities. And lastly, workplace skills, which covers resource management, information use, communication skills, system thinking, and technology use. Next is the leadership competencies inventory, self-analysis, and summary. In this portion, I was required to answer a self-survey evaluation of my own leadership skills. It was divided into 4 categories: critical thinking, workplace, effective interpersonal relationships, and effective personal relationships. Here's a further analysis of the way I rated these statements truthfully. In this self-analysis, I was required to answer how often I utilized or not utilized the actions that were listed. I was able to notice many other qualities of my leadership that I did not notice before. For example, my confidence and courage was lacking in comparison to my other qualities of my leadership. On the flip side, my communication and teamwork skills were well off. According to the self-survey scores, of course, there's always room for improvement. Moving on to observer analysis and image awareness summary. Here are the 3 observers that I chose to evaluate. First up is Ms. Cordova, who is my teacher and advisor, Mr. Shanar, my coach, and Ashley Velasquez, a student peer. Here is a graph that shows the relationship and comparison between my self-survey evaluation results and the results of my 3 different observers. I color-coded them so that it would be easier to differentiate. Here is another graph that shows the comparison between my personal scores and the average of my 3 observer scores. I made sure to include the 4 different categories. Next up is the image awareness summary. Here we can see my leadership strengths and my areas of growth and improvement. Next is my admirable leader summary. Here I chose my father, Eduardo Rosario. His personal attributes include being selfless, a natural-born leader, intelligent, caring, strong sense of justice, and dedication. Eduardo Rosario is my biological father, and he raised me my entire 17 years of life. He has definitely made an unbelievably significant impact on my life and on my character. He has influenced the way I approach life's obstacles. He has always taught me to keep my morals and ideals close to my heart and to take initiative. He left an extraordinary legacy on my life, and I will try my best to honor that. Next is my leadership development plan. Here I had 3 goals and objectives that were short-term and practical. My first goal is to have better time management. My second is to participate more in class discussions and to be more confident. My third goal is to be more authoritative. I made sure that my goals follow the guidelines of SMART: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-based. I made sure that all 3 of my objectives were elaborated. Moving on to outside perspective reflection, I chose Ashley Velasquez as one of my outside perspectives. Although she is my close friend, I knew that she would answer honestly and reasonably. She's always expecting the best of me and has high expectations. I also chose Miss Cordoba, who has been my teacher and advisor for the entirety of my high school career, which is 4 years. As a freshman, she has always pushed me to my fullest potential, and she is not afraid to tell me how to improve. She is definitely responsible for some part of my leadership progression. Finally is my leadership reflection. The impact of my goals have been very significant. I have learned that I am now capable of being a true leader. One lesson that I have learned out of the many is to have more faith in my knowledge and how to be a more authoritative person. The 3 short-term goals that I set for myself have definitely helped me in my leadership development skills. I have learned how to plan more efficiently and how to improve on my main weaknesses. Goal setting, networking, time management, constructive criticism, and accountability are all experiences that have proven useful and that I have seen the importance of. I will definitely utilize them in my near future. My plan for future actions include applying for a college and university, applying for a relevant internship, and applying for a useful career/job. In this project, I have learned a great deal about my strengths and weaknesses. I've learned how to improve on myself for the better. I've progressed greatly towards this goal. And I have found that I have the true qualities of becoming a great leader. One skill that I will definitely take with me and that I think I have improved and learned how to better is my becoming a more authoritative person. In college, one needs to learn how to have a voice and how to manage and delegate others, not only yourself, depending on the situation. One obstacle that I have faced throughout this project is my creative block. I have definitely struggled in terms of not knowing how to elaborate more on the claims that I make throughout this project. However, the way I solved this obstacle and broke through was by simply distracting myself, by taking time to let my creative reasoning take lead. This way, I was able to come back to the project with a refreshed mind and with a renewed motivation. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have a great day.